Hello YouTube, my name is Kris and this channel talks about your personal finances and technology. Money and technology are part of our everyday lives. My goal with this channel is to increase the subscribers and also, if you don't mind, either like or dislike the video. I'm asking if you do dislike the video in the comment section below. Let me know what you didn't like. I would take any suggestions, criticisms, and try to improve my channel so that you, the viewer, can benefit from it. Also, if you don't mind and you do like the channel, click on the subscribe option so that you can become a subscriber. Click the bell for notifications so that way each time I upload a video, you'll get notified. And let's jump into today's topic, the stock market. And there's a particular reason why I chose to talk about the stock market this week. If you haven't heard, then you'll hear from me. And the announcement was made, or the decision to make the announcement was made last week, but it went into effect on Monday, October 7th of 2019. Charles Schwab will eliminate their online commission fee structure in regards to their investment products, stocks. A stock is essentially a share of a company where you own a small piece, depending on how many shares you have. When you make a trade, you are either buying or you are selling a piece of a company, which is a stock. When you do that, traditionally in the past, it's always been a fee. This fee was $4.95, and who's benefiting from not having that fee anymore? You, the consumer. Now, why did this announcement or change come about? Well, the announcement was made last week and it goes into effect on October 7th of 2019. You may or may not have heard of a company, but I first heard about it through the App Store, and I did a little bit of research. It's an application called Robinhood. You can do this on a mobile device, and essentially there's two features that I really enjoy and like about Robinhood. The first feature was, one, when you sign up, you get a free stock. If you use my referral code, I'll put that in the description so that I will also get a free stock, and then you get a free stock. User interface is great. I really like it. And it just makes the stock market a little bit less scary, because when you look at something like Charles Schwab, if you're unfamiliar with the stock market, looking at all of these graphs, these charts, and the ups and downs, and sometimes it's just easier to step back or sit back and make it a little more simplistic, and that's what Robinhood did back in 2013. It was a $0, and it still is $0 commission based to buy or sell stock, which is great. And when you get a free stock, what I think of it as is it's a cushion. You get to dip your toe into the pool, or in this case, you get to test out the stock market without diving into it and then being underwater, not knowing how to swim. It's great for starters, and you always learn to walk before you run. But let's say that you want a trial run. Well, you can't really get a trial run per se with the real stock market. But what you can do is there's plenty of websites, and I think that there's even a couple apps out there that you can use, and what it is basically you get fake money, but you have the option to buy and sell real stock. Now that's great because you get to see if you're good at it, or you get to see if maybe you're bad at it. If you're not good at it, it doesn't mean that you can't improve. And also, when you're trying out a service like this, usually one, it's free, it's not costing you anything, and you're not losing real money. Because that can be scary to get involved in the stock market and lose a lot of money. Now, for this truly to work, what you want to do is give this at least a few months. You can't just go and try it for a day or a week and expect to have accurate results. Realistically, it's probably going to take about a year. The best feature, which has caused all of this disruption with Charles Schwab and their competitors, is that there's a $0 commission. If you're going to get involved in the stock market, I recommend that you do some research on a company before you just go out and buy it. My method is that I will only buy a stock that I'm familiar with. I'm going to research it, and typically I'm also going to probably own a product or a service of the company. Apple. I'm actually shooting this video on an Apple iPhone. You link your bank account up to Robinhood and you can transfer money over. Currently, my portfolio is valued at around $717 and some change. None of this advice in this video or any of the stocks that I own is a suggestion for you to go out and buy that. So I just want to put that disclaimer out there. This is up to you and you're an adult. Now, the goal when it comes to stock is not necessarily to just buy and sell, unless you want to get into day trading, which is a completely different topic. My goal personally, and I think the goal of a lot of people, this is something that you can do in addition to a 401k or an IRA. It's money that is easy for you to transfer over. Think about it like a scratch-off ticket. That's how I think about it. I'll do $10 a week or about $520 a year, which I haven't really kept up with, but if you go out and buy a scratch off for $10, your return on investment could be that you win nothing. You spent $10 and received back zero. Or you could win the $10 and break even. Risk will always be a factor when it comes to the stock market, and you need to be willing to take a look at what amount of risk you're willing to take. Do not put your entire life savings into the stock market, especially if you're nearing retirement. But if you're younger, in your 20s, your 30s, you are able to take a higher risk because you have time on your side. Disclaimer, you can lose money in the stock market. One day you could gain $1,000. The next day you could lose $1,000. Now, you have invested real money because it's real to you. It came out of your checking account. It's money that you could have used to buy groceries. But if you hold on to the stock when it's down and then wait until it recovers where you make the profit, then you will make money. But just because you look at a stock and it's plummeted doesn't mean that you've necessarily lost that money for good unless you panic, which is why you never want to panic. Take your time, breathe, and just go slowly. Remember, buy low, sell high, never panic. Take advantage of when people are panicking. When most people are panicking right now, people are selling Tiva stock and it's plummeted to $6 or $7. I do think, and I could be completely wrong, the company could go bankrupt or file for bankruptcy. You never know what's going to happen. I have taken a look at Charles Schwab website for you, and they have some great customer service. They have some really great features. They offer some demos where you can do a 2-minute demo or a 10-minute demo and take a look at the features that they offer, what you're going to be getting involved into if you do choose to get into Charles Schwab. I would recommend maybe Robinhood at first And then when you slowly learn more and more about the stock market, consider transferring over. So for me, I only have $717 involved in the stock market. I'll probably wait until I hit about $1,000 threshold before I transfer over to Charles Schwab. And that's for two reasons. One, I would still like to learn a little bit more myself. And when you transfer money out of Robinhood, the current fee as of October 2019 is $75. So to take my stock and transfer it to Charles Schwab, I'm going to lose $75 if I do that. However, you can use a referral code if you have a family member or a friend, or you go online and get a referral code. I know as of October 6th, which is Sunday, the day before this switch occurs, that if you switch over $1,000 from whatever brokerage account you have now, I have Robinhood, maybe I'm using brokerage as an incorrect term, but wherever you have your stocks stored, whether it's E-Trade, Ameritrade, if it's Charles Schwab, which is where I'm considering switching over to, but if it's in Robinhood and you have that $1,000, transfer it once you have that $1,000, so that way you get a $100 bonus is what they're offering now. But always check before you make that transfer to see if there is a referral bonus. And the reason I say that is because $75 is losing me money. But if I put in $1,000 into Charles Schwab, they'll give me a bonus of $100, which that $75 gets ate up a little bit, but I'm left over with $25. So I've made a slight profit. It's not a ton of money, but at least it's offset that $75 fee, because that $75 fee could be eating into your profitability. So always think, do your research. Now, this is why I say competition is fantastic. Without Robinhood coming around, without fintech, finance and technology, Charles Schwab probably would have never just done this to do it. If there's any questions, comments, suggestions, or any insult, please feel free to comment below in that comment section. I appreciate, as always, thank you for watching my channel. Please, if you haven't already, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for making it this far. And click on notifications if you'd like to be alerted when I upload new videos. Again, my name is Kris. Thank you for watching Personal Financeology. Have a great time checking out the stock market, and hopefully you make some money. Good luck. Best of luck to you.